Welcome to the courtyard. Some courtyard yoga. So as requested, this is my second attempt at making some videos. I was working on the sound quality and seeing how the music would work. So the first video will be a short one, probably about 5 minutes, to talk about yoga and what you might need when you're practicing. So when you think about yoga, probably the first thing you think is, I need a yoga mat. So of course, I have several. I'm sitting on one right now. It's, doesn't matter if you have one or not. You might have a top quality brand, or you might have gotten one, at the dollar store. Give it a try. It's more about the cushion and the grippiness. So a more expensive yoga mat will have more grip to it, which will help you feel more stable on your mat. So that's the kind of the theory behind having a decent yoga mat. If you don't have a mat, grab a towel. Preferably not like the Spider-Man or like Cinderella towel in your closet, because those are like more velour. You want one that's a little bit more of a terry towel. If you don't have a towel, a blanket. If it's wool, it's even better, like my Mexican blanket from college, because it's a little more nubby and it'll help your feet grip in position. And if you don't have that, give it a try on the carpet. Your feet will slip even on a yoga mat, so you want some cushion, and that's the purpose of all things. If you have a mat or don't, another idea for a good tool to have is a block. I was sitting on mine, and the purpose of a block is to bring the floor closer to you. So if you're in a posture where you're bending over and you aren't able to touch the floor if you're being asked to, then the block under your hands makes it more accessible. Or if you're on the floor in a seated posture where you feel like your legs aren't achieving what the posture is being said to look like, then you put a block under you and you support your body that way. If you don't have a block, I actually had the idea today of like a step stool. And my past attempts were a big fat book, my nerdy Riverside Shakespeare book from college. A little known fact, my favorite class that was not about teaching, but about reading really good, well-written stuff. So that's a block or prop for you. And another idea that you might want to have a strap. Now, you don't have to have a yoga strap. If you do have a yoga strap, cool. If you don't, you can use a small towel. You can use that big towel. You can use a scarf. This is my infinity scarf, which also could double as a little blanket on your mat. You could use a t-shirt. The strap is used when you're asked to kind of like maybe bind or to take a lengthening posture in your legs. It brings more access because not everybody can touch their hands behind their back or touch their toes when they're seated. And it's a cool tool to have. I use all of those tools. I've been practicing for a while, but my body doesn't always want to do the things that I'm being asked to do, and I wouldn't want to force it, because that's not what yoga is about. Yoga is about bringing together, and that leads me to, what is yoga? Yoga means to yoke. Yoke your body, as we know, connect your body to your breath. So each posture moves either in an inhale or exhale, and then you move on to the next one. That's what a vinyasa flow would look like, breath to movement. That being said, the cool thing that comes with moving your body to your breath and focusing on your body and breath connecting is it also connects your mind to the movements and the breath, and your mind starts to fade everything else out that might have been stored in there bothering you on your to-do list or whatever, and it really gives you that time to just absorb some peace in your body and your mind. And that is really what brings me to yoga. Most of you know I come from a high-intensity fitness background, teaching spin for years and various other high-intensity formats. Love lifting weights. That used to kind of really be my mind-sucking activity, where I would think about nothing but the weights and the music in my ears. And yoga is equally as beneficial for me in that way, and maybe it will be for you too. Another good tool to have if you're not in a class is just to find some really cool music. It doesn't have to be like lounge or spa music. It can be whatever turns you on, makes you smile, that you can just get into and flow through. And if you want to do it to heavy metal, by all means, whatever makes you happy. So last but not least, have a little bit of water near you. so that anytime you take a break, you can. And we'll break down some postures on the next short tutorial video. I'll see you on the next one.